Hello students, welcome to the next video in Model 5. This is the continuation of the previous video which includes the introduction of Java buttons. In the previous video we have discussed about the introduction of Java buttons, Java swing buttons. In that we have seen two different examples of Java push button and Java toggle button. The third type of button is called as a checkbox. It is also the same like that the Java buttons. The thing is it has two states of pressed or not pressed, checked or not checked. So coming on to its example program, the first statements are the importing statements, which are nothing but importing the necessary packages required for this implementation. And the next one is the class. The class name of this class is checkbox class, and checkbox constructor is called checkbox constructor is having the class called as jframe. Jframe f equal to new jframe of checkbox example is the title. So here what is the important means we have one label here. Label is nothing but what checkbox item is checked. To indicate these text messages, we have one label here, and this label is arranged in right side direction of with the size of 400 and 400. And then next we are having 5 different checkboxes starting from ch1 to ch5. Ch1 is called as a C text box checkbox, and then second checkbox is C++, Java, .NET and Python. First we will see the desired output. See, this is my desired output. Here I have one window. In that these 5 checkboxes are arranged one by one in a vertical way. So these are arranged in a vertical way, and the right side you can have one label. So whenever the checkbox is checked, it will indicate that the checkbox is checked or unchecked, like that. This is my desired output. In this way the implementation will go on. So as of now, ch1 to ch5, the 5 different checkboxes has been created. Coming on its bounds. So how the bounds values are set means, here these checkboxes are, since they are arranged in vertical way, the horizontal location will be always 150. So in the set bounds, first arguments is always 150 in all 5 checkboxes, and then height wise only it will differ. The first checkbox is having the y-axis value of 100, then second is 150, and 200, 250, 300. In that way each is differing by 50 values. Then these two are its corresponding height and weight. So this is the bounds values of each checkboxes. In that way it is arranged. Then the layout is set as null here. After the layout is being set, then one by one the checkboxes are added. So see, using the command called as f dot add ch1, f dot add ch2, f dot add ch3, f dot add ch4. Likewise it goes on. So after finally added all 5 checkboxes, the label is being added. So this is what the addition of components. Now move on to its event. Each checkbox is having the condition of whether this checkbox is checked or not checked. What is the statement to be indicate that means e dot get state changes the method. If it is 1, the checkbox is checked, or else if it is not 1, it is being noted by unchecked. So this is what the event we need to perform. So to perform this event, we are adding the listener called as add item listener. Add item listener is the method in that the class of the item listener is invoked using the new operator. Then inside it we are having one method called as item state changed. So in the item state changed method, I want to set the text of the label saying that this C checkbox is checked or unchecked. And similarly, if this is for one first checkbox, the same condition is applied for the second checkboxes also. How it is applied means, here ch2 is the another checkbox. The same kind of statements are added where based on its checking condition, it will tell like C++ checkboxes checked or unchecked. Then similarly it is applicable in third checkboxes also, fourth checkboxes and fifth checkboxes. After finally these events listeners are added successfully, the size of this frame is set as 500 and 400 and it is set visible of true. Then finally in the void main classes, the new checkbox class or constructor is being invoked. So what will happen? It will display one message, it will display one frame saying that C, C++, Java, .NET, Python is checked or unchecked. We will see the implementation part here. This is the program what I wrote in the notepad. So when I'm going to execute, you can see it's already being successfully compiled and checked. So I'm going to execute once again. Yes, so this is my desired output. See here, when I'm clicking, when I'm selecting C, it will be indicated by C checkbox is checked. When I'm again selecting one more checkbox, it shows that Java checkbox is checked. Then when I'm selecting again one more, Python checkbox is checked. So these are all about checking part. When I'm deselecting one item, it will tell like Java checkbox is unchecked. So it will indicate both the cases. When I'm selecting, it will be indicated with checked. When I'm deselecting, it will be indicated with unchecked. So this is what the example concepts we have done for the checkboxes. Now we move on to the next type of button called radio button. Radio button is also a group of mutually exclusive buttons. The appearance wise, these radio buttons will be looking in a circle way. How we can select means how it can be indicated with two selected mode and deselected mode means when you selected, it will be indicated with a one dark filled circle. If it is not selected, it will be an empty circle. So this is the command for generating the action events in the radio buttons. So coming on to the demonstration, here the first part is the importing of all the necessary packages, and then the second step is to create a class for radio button which has the Java frame and implements the action listener, and then move on to its constructor part. It has the size of this frame is 700 and 400 and title is set as radio button example, and layout is the new flow layout. Here there are 5 important radio buttons are added with the name of A, B, C, D, E. So once the buttons are created, the action listeners are corresponding action listeners are added for the each button. So B1 dot add action listener of this, B2 dot add action listener of this, like this. Then once the listeners and the buttons are created, it will be keep on added in the frame like add of B1, add of B2, B3, B4, B5. Then finally one label is added. So this frame is entirely set to visible. Now coming on to the action performed, whenever the buttons are selected, it will be indicating as you selected A, you selected B, like that. See here, this is my desired output. Here I have included 5 different radio buttons. Here according to this example case, D radio button is being selected, so it will indicate you selected D. So this is my example radio button concepts. Now we can move on to its execution. Radio button, but also it's being executed successfully. I will show. This is the radio button demo class. So now we are going to execute this program. See here, this button, this frame is having 5 different radio buttons. When I am selecting one radio button, it will be indicated as you selected C. When I am selecting A here, it will be indicated as you selected A. Likewise, this events for these buttons are indicated. I hope so this video is useful for you. I will catch you in the next type of components in Java Swings in next video. Thank you.